Hi friends! If you have been following my true damage runs on this channel with Cyrene, you would have noticed something interesting at the end of the video. Yes, there is always a counter for the number of hits over 1 million damage. So what is this? Well, I have actually been keeping track of it so that I can make this video one day. I've actually tried 30 different setups where the only difference is basically I just changed the DPS. It would be 30 characters, but I did Cyrene twice, both with different setups. So the team is actually Cyrene, Tribbie, and RMC, Triple TruE damage with 1 DPS. Unless it's Cyrene, then it's another support. Which team can output the most consistent hits of high numbers? I choose 1 million as a baseline since you don't see hits over 1 million that often. That would be the most fun team to play in my opinion. This video, I will show you the data I collected as well as a highlight from each video. For the full runs, the entire playlist will be in the video description down below or the card in the top right. So without further ado, let's take a look at the data. Okay, so I actually have two lists to show you guys. So the first one is all of the runs that I did in order, and the second one is the rankings with who did the highest hits over 1 million, which I will show you guys later. So the first run obviously is with Cyrene because Cyrene is the one that completed the team of 3 Triple TruE damage characters. And this is with Silverwolf, which you will see why later when I scroll down. So the first run, this is the most scarf run because this is the first day of Cyrene. I didn't memorize the kit yet, and I believe this is the run that I didn't even buff RMC, so whoops. Anyway, this is the highlight of this run. You know what? Let's just try it. Although Tribbie's gonna steal. Okay, I'm not gonna drag this out too much, so basically I'll just show you guys Jade, you know. We got a clear, we didn't get any deaths. I got a bit better at using Cyrene, so this is the highlight of this run. It doesn't really matter whether she can get out because her so focused, right? And then followed by Elyskye. This was done on my free-to-play account because my main account did not have Elyskye because I skipped her for the auto. And we got 0 death and a 40k clear. You'll see that most of these runs are very close to 40k. It's actually very consistent. There's some Tribbie energy. But to be fair, this is kind of shit. And then the fourth run, I decided to try with March 7 Preservation. March 7 is like one of my favorite characters in this game. Why not try and make her as a DPS? And it actually worked pretty well. We scored 3 million. I do think most of it is not much damage, but it's still pretty nice to see. So here's how it looks like. There's one more March out here. March out. And of course, when we do March, we have to do Evernight. So, yep, Evernight has a bit more because Evernight has a lot of energy. This true damage is actually based on the character's energy. Unfortunately, we are against Lygers, and you can see that later on, most of the Lygers runs, if you don't have sustain, is either a team wipe or we have multiple deaths. Unfortunate, but nothing I can do. 6 mil! Okay, how much will this do? 7.4 mil! Okay, then followed by Saber. You can see I'm trying to do like all my favorite characters first. Getting all the fun ones first and then the not so fun ones later. And Saber, we got a 40k clear on Cocolia with 1 death. No Cyrene buff. By the way, 3 breaks. Will this destroy Cocolia? Let's go. $3.7 mil. And followed by Cyrene. This was very surprising because Cyrene usually doesn't do a lot of damage unless you use her ultimate. We didn't get 40k and we even got 2 deaths, but you know, it was still a pretty good clear. It's over 30k points. Okay, we got now out here. 2.4 mil. And we had our first super high hit number. We have Dan Hing per Mensa Terai. It's our first Lygers run where we had no deaths. No deaths, 40k clear. Free energy. Dragon Growth. 4 mil. Okay, the next run was with my Black Swan. Okay, I wasn't going to do any dot characters except Highlands, but this was requested by Mr. Neteran, so I decided to just do it. Give it a try. I don't know how accurate is this, but she did do 3.4 million with dot. I do not know if that's how much E6 Black Swan does because I rarely play with her. And we got 1 death, but we got a 40k clear. Please do not hit Black Swan. Oh no! Oh, no! She skipped her turn twice! Okay, then we did the Herter. 98%. And unfortunately, this is our first team wipe, and you can see the next 3 is also team wipe, but you know, I tried. Madam Hunter, this might be your last ultimate, so... Please sit high. 900k. How much? 6.4 mil. Then we had Yunli, also against Lygos, 4.4 mil out. This is the parry, the enhanced cow. Okay, it's gonna attack, Okay, good. How much? 4.4 mil. Then we had High Silence, mega hit of 6 mil. Not even from her dot or her out, from her skill. So I think this is probably mob damage, but it's still pretty insane to see High Silence do 6 million damage with a skill. 5.1 mil. 6.4 mil. Then we had Hyacinth. This was a new reset. It's against Hule. And Ika did 4.4 million damage, and we got a 0 death, 40k clear. Let me just space it here. Fortunately, still have to hold on the tree belt, so we're wasting a lot of energy because 4.4 mil. Alright, and then this was another request from random account. Okay, he asked me to do Archer, but Archer cannot really do pure fiction. Or at least I wasn't confident, so I brought him to MOC and we got 700k, which I think is pretty nice. It's a bit higher than how much my Archer normally does, and because this is not PF, I can't really judge it, but we got 4 cycles, which is technically it's a 3-star clear, so I consider it as a good score. Fight, blood, as I pray. Then we had Silver Wolf. It's another reset. I'm not sure if this is the same reset, but it's different bosses really. So it's E1 deal. Out did 3 million damage. I did try to pump her with as much crit relics as I could, but unfortunately we got 1 death and we couldn't get the 40k, but we were quite close. Okay, Silver Wolf out. Let's see.
I can do this in my sleep. Whatever. Let's get this over.
This is how it plays. It feels like to play in 1 time speed. 3 mil! Then the next one was highly debatable. I was thinking whether to do Break Lingsha or Crit Lingsha, but I realized if I do Break Lingsha, I can't do Super Break because I can't bring Fugue, I can't bring Dahlia, so I had to use Crit Lingsha. I believe this is even before Dahlia, if I'm not wrong. No, I think this is after Dahlia. Yeah, so we got 2 million from a follow attack. It was not that great. We almost got 40k, but at least we didn't die. Mem Bunch.
Uh-oh.
200k, Buddy goes 2 mil! Then followed by, we had to do Stelle, RMC. I didn't do Tribbie because Tribbie is like the same relics anyway, so I don't know whether it will make much difference, so I didn't do Tribbie, and so I only did Stelle. And Stelle got 5 million with the book, which is the enhanced basic, 40k, and no deaths. And we clear, heavy 40k with this.
Time to get up.
Definitely, right? Definitely we can. 5.1 mil! The next one was very interesting. This is actually the lowest performing video out of all of them. I think people just don't like Casteris or something, or maybe they say no healer, then they think it's a stupid run. But I did Casteris with no healer. It was against E1 deal. We got a 5 million dragon and 40k, no death surprisingly. If you want to see how I did it, you can check the playlist. It's weird seeing the dragon in 1 time speed.
You once wished to leave behind a snowflake for her, but the cold is endless.
5.4 mil! Then we did Cypher. This one was also a bit tough because Cypher's true damage. Cypher cannot record true damage, and they're running triple true damage, so she cannot record much. So this is kind of a brick run, but very surprisingly, I still got a 4 million out, which is I kept the out until the end, and we almost got 40k clear even, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But this is a pretty good score. Alright. So 4.7 mil. And followed by Anexa. I think this was the last Chrysos area. I did one in Finon, but I wasn't satisfied with the run, so I just scrapped it. So this was 116 or 86, because at that time we had a buff that buffs the skill damage to give more true damage. So that's why I have a bracket 86. So without the buff, it's actually 86. It's against Hule. We got it with his skill, and we got 40k, Deathless clear. So let's just bring him up again. Good thing Hule has all the weaknesses. Let's get another skill in. 3.4 mil! 3 mil! And here's the start of 4.0. We did it with Yao Guang. We got 6.7 mil aha instant. Again, no deaths, 40k clear. Let's go. How much will this do? $3.6 mil. And after that, we got Sparksy against Bronya. We got a 4.8 mil aha, which is very funny. She did less than Yao Guang, but maybe because this run I didn't have Yao Guang, so Sparksy by herself is not that great. We still got a 40k no death clear anyways. So SP here, which is not very good.
There will only be one spark. Maybe everyone will be one.
Okay, 55 punchlines. How much will this do? 20 bounces. 2.7 mil. And here comes Rappa. I wanted to try it out with Super Break. And we got a 2 mil enhanced basic, and we almost got a 40k clear, but we did not die, which is great. So remember to break the mods so that we can get the this charge thing. Ninja attack endurance gauge. 2 mil! Who needs Super Break supports? Then we have Asheville against Sam. This was really fun. We got 5.2 mil out follow attack. So this was the hit after he does his out. And we got 40k deathless. Powerful. Okay, wait. Traffic light. Oh, okay, no. This guy. 1.4 mil from Asheville. Chain. 5.2 mil. And then I remembered that I had Acheron. So I did Acheron. We got 5.5 mil out. Unfortunately, got 1 death. I believe Acheron died in this run. But we got a 40k clear. Okay, this should be a massive hit, hopefully. Alright, then this is the anniversary. It was with Silver Wolf, level 999. And Hans basic attack got 5.3 mil. This is the one, the extra bonus stage thing. We got 40k, no death clear. Supreme. Oh, this might be massive. 5.3 mil. And then after that, Welt got a Nova Flare, so I only have Welt built on my alt account, so that's why my alt account, that's why the number is a lot higher, because this is with E2 Cyrene. And we got a 3 million skill, 40k, no deaths. Oh, there's a nice delay as well. 3 mil! And after that, Evanescia came out, and we did against Nikador. She got an 8.8 million out, which is crazy. We got 1 death, unfortunately, but it's still a 40k clear. Oh, wait. Putting it 1 times actually. Then after that is when Mortonix Blade came out. Oh my god, this was fun. This was very fun. He got 6.6 mil ultimate. 1 death unfortunately, because Mortonix Blade keeps using his HP, and the unfortunate thing about this run is because I have to use his skill. If not, it will not be Mortonix Blade DPS, if you get what I mean. I'm just gonna out. Wow. 6.6 mil! And thanks to Mortonix Blade, we can close this run with Cyrene, where I ran the same team as here, except instead of Silver Wolf, I ran Mortonix Blade. And we got an insane run. If you guys haven't seen it, it was the last video that I did. And we got 8.7 mil Memo Sprite skill, no deaths, and this was crazy. And Hans. 2.2 mil. 8.7 mil Cyrene. So now that we're done with that list, so this is the list. So the highest number, obviously, as you can see from the previous list, it is actually Cyrene with Molten Split. She takes the crown. If I didn't do this run, then Dan Hing per Consistantly would have been the highest one. So I'm gonna just quickly scroll down this list. Let's see. So Evanesia, then Molten Blade, no Hyacinth, Evernight. So some of them they did tie like this tree. So how did I do this is when I played these 3 runs, which one I felt personally, okay, this is my opinion, which I felt that has the most fun. To me, I really like how Evernight did so much damage when I didn't even have a healer. That's why I put Evernight. And then Ashvale was next because I had a lot of fun with Ashvale. And that was kind of like cheating because it's E2 Cyrene, so I put him as last. Molten Blade was more fun, so I put him above Hyacinth. Then we can see here the 3 on they are 19. So Sparksy, Hyacinth, and Castoris. I put Castoris above, not because I like Castoris, but because I think it's really impressive that I could do a run with no healer, so I decided to put her as first place because she deserved it. And then Hyacinth was really fun because this skill was insane, and then Sparksy was the least fun out of the 3. Not that it was not fun, but it was the least fun. Then we have Dehoter, Cypher, and then these 3 tied together for 16. Stelle was the most fun because I could run Stelle Cyrene for the combo, and that's why I put her in front. And Anexa was really fun because with Cyrene could advance him forward. That's why he's second place. And Silverwolf was the one that had the least fun, even though she did more damage than all of them. Okay, then Yunli, and we have Jade and Silverwolf shared again. Jade was really fun because Jade was really the character that started all of these gimmick runs on my account. So naturally, if I had to put anyone, even Jade versus Cyrene, I will probably put Jade first, even though I like Cyrene more. Because Jade is the most fun in pure fiction. She's made for that mode. And we have Silverwolf and a bunch of 13s tied together. Okay, how did I do this? Okay, you can see I put Cyrene at the end, even though Cyrene is like one of my most favorite characters after Run B. Elyskye was really fun because Elyskye doesn't even have AoE. She has a 3 target attack. That's why Elyskye is the first. And Yao Guang was so fun. I don't know why, there's something very exciting about Aha Instant. That's why I found it very fun. So it's the second place, and then Acheron was also really fun. So these 2 was kind of tight, so I liked Yao Guang's run a bit more, so I put Yao Guang above Acheron. Okay, then we have Cyrene at last, because this is the very first run, it's Super Scarf. Then we had Crit Lingsha versus Rappa. Both of these runs were alright. I enjoyed the Lingsha one a bit more because it's nice to run like a healer as a DPS compared to Rappa, who's actually a DPS, so that's why it's above. Then we have March 7. Then we have Black Swan, and then we have Saber, and then we have Seridra, and unfortunately I have to put Archer at the end, not because he's the worst, but because he was not done in pure fiction, so I can't really judge him. Alright, so is this the end of the TruE damage runs? Nope. I still have some more characters to do. Most are 4 stars, some of them I failed the run, some of them I didn't feel like it was interesting enough, such as Finon. But maybe next time there will be something that I can change and it might make it more interesting, then I'll try them again. And of course some I also will be doing them with E2 Cyrene. And the game of course will still make new characters which I can try this gimmick with. And with that, maybe when I do another 30 characters, I will make another video. That is all for this video. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more TruE damage runs, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. That's all. Take care. Bye bye.